Hello and welcome to Zale and to the last scene place in Second Life. Okay, this is all about doors. Doors for Dummies, a script I've just very recently finished writing. Here's some doors. These were given to me by Midice or Midice, Medici, M-I-D-I-C-E of Builders Brewery. Though she told me that she didn't make them, which is good because I'm about to say how bad they are in terms of look at that bounding box. Look at the bounding box on that. Very difficult to make something like that into a plausible door where it's got a bounding box the size of, well, basically my sim. However, I'm all in favour of people doing whatever they like, and that's what this script is designed to allow people to do. It's called Doors for Dummies. I'm just going to pop a copy into the door, which I've selected using edit link parts. Now, there's one other piece I need. It's this red bit. That's the hinge. It's not part of the build, it's just needed by the script, and it's got to be called hinge, as a hinge should be. It doesn't have to be red. Just thought that'd show up well. So, predictably, you put the hinge roughly where you'd be putting a hinge were you actually banging nails into something real. So I'm going to put it roughly where I'd be banging nails in if it were me. Script's ready to go, so I click the door and I get some options. There's save this position, there's also a couple of others. There's reset, which is, I got it wrong, and the other one, which I'll explain, I guess, later. So I've just pressed store this position, so that's my position 1. Pretty much like a lot of other door scripts at the moment, apart from this odd extra prim. Nearly had my own eye out then, I swung so quickly. I'm going to turn this door 90 degrees. The script's good up to 180. It struggles a bit, as does the Linden scripting language generally. But yeah, anything up to 180 degrees in any axis, or indeed any axes, is fine. So right now, I've turned the door through 90 degrees. I'm going to click again and shifted it so it's against the prim, and I'm storing position 2. You'd think all that's needed now is to click the door and it'd move, wouldn't you? And you're right. The default is 3 seconds. That's what it's taking at the moment from click to open and click to close. Obviously, that's not going to suit everybody. The easiest way I could think of sorting that out is to use the prim name. So again, edit the sub-object, and it's called object at the moment. I'm going to replace that with simply a number representing how many seconds I want it to take. In this case, 5.5, 5.5. Is a much slower and more sedate door. I was confused by my own camera angle then. It's now taking 5.5 seconds, where before it was taking 3. That's all very well, I hear you shout. But what if you wanted a pair of doors? This script it's a work of genius, of course. It's a symphony of scriptology. So I'm going to pop another copy of it into door number 2, which again is the door kindly passed to me by Midice, Medici. Her, anyway. Just spotted. I kind of need the hinge over here now. Right, focus. I stopped playing with people's names. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Same story as before. It's the same block, so same prim. So it's obviously called hinge. Click, save this position. Rotate again, this time 90 degrees. Rotation on the door itself. And move it into position. In actual fact, you can have any number of doors all working. When you press one, they'll all move. It's just each one needs to be set up with its own script. This script actually does do size as well. I don't want to bore people. I'll make another video explaining that. So there we go. Door 2 in position. Click and save that position, and there it is. Now that's taking 3 seconds, and its partner's taking 5.5. Well, that's no good, is it? Thing to do, basically, is exactly what I did before, which is to go into Edit Link Parts, click the door, and in the name field, I'm going to put 5.5 as I did for the other door. Unselect it and click either of them, and off they go. You can see they're sort of matching each other as well as anything can be expected to in Second Life. And that's a rotation. Obviously, that's not good enough for everybody. Okay, so your script can rotate things, but can it make them slide? People will be wont to say, to which I would say, yeah, it can. It's exactly the same. In order to set up the slide, you simply move the hinge along when you move each door and set it up. Which I'm sure, because you're an intelligent person, you're thinking means, well, could you not then slide and rotate? To which I would say, if you want to, you can have this effect. If you're building a farm on acid or, I don't know, a space thing. Anyway, more info to come. Thank you very much for your time. Ta-ta.